He told me I'd never make it in this industry. 5 years later, his company went bankrupt. I bought his assets and hired him for an entry-level role. I'm not being mean. I'm just giving him the feedback he gave me. You need to prove your worth from the bottom. Sounds like a boss move, right? The ultimate revenge fantasy played out in real life. You see these stories online, and everyone in the comments is cheering. But let us peel back the layers and talk about what's really going on when you hire the person who fired you. Is it about giving a second chance, or is it about something much, much darker? Let's call this the mercy trap. On the surface, you're being the bigger person. You're extending an olive branch. You're offering a lifeline to someone who's down on their luck. It looks like an act of incredible grace and forgiveness. You tell everyone, I believe in second chances. You might even tell yourself that, but deep down, is it really about mercy? Or is it revenge disguised as a favor? Think about it. Every single day, he has to walk into the office. The very office that might have once been his, and report to you. The person he dismissed. The person he deemed unworthy. You're not just his boss. You're a living, breathing symbol of his failure. You are the what if that haunts him. What if he had treated you better? What if he had seen your potential? Your success is a constant, glaring spotlight on his misjudgment. This isn't just a job for him. It's a daily pilgrimage to the site of his professional demise. And you are the high priest of that temple. You hold all the power. You control his tasks, his schedule, his income. The power dynamic hasn't just been flipped. It's been completely inverted in the most personal way imaginable. Now let's explore the psychology of this role reversal. For you, the new boss, it's an incredible ego boost. It's the ultimate validation. Every time he asks for your approval on a project, every time he has to say, yes, boss, it reinforces your success and his failure. It's a continuous loop of vindication. Remember all those nights you spent questioning your abilities after he fired you? All that self-doubt he planted in your mind? Well, every interaction with him now is like pulling one of those weeds of doubt out by the root. But what about for him? For the former boss, it's a state of psychological torment. He's trapped. He likely needs the job, so he can't just quit. He has to swallow his pride every single morning. He has to perform tasks that he probably considers beneath him, all while under the authority of someone he once held authority over. It's a masterclass in humility, but it's a forced lesson, and that makes it humiliating. Imagine the internal conflict. He has to be grateful for the opportunity, but he probably resents you for it. He has to respect your authority. But deep down, he might still see you as the junior employee he let go. This cognitive dissonance is exhausting. It chips away at a person's self-worth. He's not just an employee, he's a captive audience to your success story. The most powerful weapon in this scenario isn't yelling or being a tyrant. No, the ultimate power move is professionalism. Being perfectly polite, fair, and by the book is the most cutting insult you can deliver. Why? Because it leaves him with nothing to complain about. If you were a monster, if you belittled him or lorded your power over him, he could dismiss you as a jerk. He could tell himself, see, I was right about them. They can't handle power. It would validate his original decision to fire you. He could frame himself as the victim of a petty tyrant. But when you're impeccably professional, when you treat him just like any other employee, that's when the real psychological game begins. You give him clear instructions. You provide constructive feedback. You say please and thank you. You evaluate his work based on merit, not history. This cold, detached professionalism is a constant reminder that this isn't personal for you anymore. You've moved on. You're a leader, and he is just a cog in your machine. The history between you is irrelevant to the business at hand. And that right there is the ultimate insult. It tells him, you are so insignificant to me now that our past doesn't even register. You were a minor character in my origin story, and now you're just an employee. Your professionalism strips him of his narrative. He can't be the wronged mentor or the misunderstood genius. He's just an entry-level guy trying to prove his worth. The very thing he told you that you needed to do. By being a good boss, you hold up a mirror to him, showing him what a bad boss he was. You're not just giving him a job. You're giving him a daily 8-hour-a-day seminar on his own past failures as a leader. So, let's bring it all together. Hiring the person who fired you is rarely about forgiveness. It's an intricate dance of power, psychology, and subtle revenge. It's about creating a situation where your very existence, your success, and your professional conduct become the punishment. It's not about being mean, it's about being the boss. You're not just running a company, you're curating an experience. For you, it's the experience of ultimate triumph. For him, it's the experience of a second chance that feels a lot more like a life sentence. The story isn't, I gave him a job. The real story is, I gave him a front row seat to the life I built after he said I couldn't. And in the quiet, professional, day-to-day operations of the business, that is the loudest statement you can ever make. You didn't just win the game. You rewrote the rules and made him play. What do you think? Is this the ultimate power move or a step too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content. Thanks for watching.